live, going live, going live, and we're live. Good evening. I am Max Porter. By day, I am Max Porter, the writer, editor, lore keeper, board game designer, and various other things at City State Entertainment. But this evening, as many evenings, I am primarily a campaign designer and a game master. And tonight I am going to be working on a couple of my campaigns, as I have been my Blades in the Dark campaign, Rare Imports, and my Dungeons and Dragons campaign, The Wildlands, as they are currently titled. And tonight I am, as I often do, going to kick things off by warming up by creating some rumors. Let's see if, as rumors are a way that I give my players ideas for scores, because in Blades in the Dark, it can be a little overwhelming with how much power the players have to direct the game. It can be, they're a little spoiled for choice, and also it's such a unique setting that they often feel like they don't know what they're going to break if they try to come up with things all on their own. So I kick things off with rumors, and I'm trying to build up a whole body of interesting rumors, so if something takes their fancy, they can follow that rabbit trail and see where it goes. And I have this wonderful Twitter feed called Duskville News, Duskville being the city where Blades in the Dark is normally set. And this bot generates these random tidbits of news, which are great for generating rumors. Let me know if my music is too loud. I'm playing the Monster Cat Twitch. And enjoying a bit of background noise this evening. Okay. Let's see. The Reconciled have hidden a massive cache of information in Silkshore belonging to Brant's Salkara. Well, I did use something like that pretty recently. The whole cult adventure was pretty much focused around that. That was pretty fun. Hi there, Karis Thyana. Welcome. The Reconciled are an interesting group, as they are ghosts that have managed, through possession and other methods, managed not to go insane from being spirits without a body. Well, thanks, Karis Thyana. So excited that my favorite stream is on tonight. But I used something like this before. Although I am really interested in getting the Reconciled into the game. Because they haven't been here yet. But let's move on and see what other ideas pop up. Scannon Danfield has information about stolen arcane knowledge. Stolen arcane knowledge. They were last seen being loaded into a goat cart by the Brigade. Who are the Brigade? I don't know whether I'm interested in them or not. I'm going to look that up in the Blades in the Dark rulebook. The Red Sashes, Lord Skurlock, the Reconciled, as I mentioned, they're very interesting. Circle of Flame, the Billhooks. Who are the Brigade? Maybe they don't have a longer entry. Maybe they only have a short entry, and that's why I'm not familiar with them. Is that the military? Who's the Brigade? Oh, bot, you wouldn't steer me wrong. The Foundation, the Deathlands Scavengers, the Path of Echoes, I don't know who the Brigade is. Or are. First time that Duskval News had... Oh, there they are. The Brigade. The firefighters of the city. Of course, the Fire Brigade. The firefighters of the city, beloved for their life-saving heroism or reviled for their looting and extortion rackets. Ooh. Also known as Sallies, from Salamanders, their ancient name. How very British. Well, that's pretty cool. Scannon Danfield. So if you wanted to get this information about stolen arcane knowledge, you'd have to go save Scannon Danfield from the Brigade. You know, it's been a while since I gave them a turf tip. I wonder. Drav Skelcallan owns an armorer in 6 Towers. Lord Cavil Claremont can prove it's a front for the Railjacks. That's interesting. That's interesting because it's an armorer. It's interesting... It's interesting because it's a front, so it's a turf, possibly. A possibly grabbable turf. And it's the Railjacks, which haven't really come into this, but they are the alternative. Railjacks are the alternative to Whispers in terms of dealing with ghosts. So that would be pretty interesting. We have information about the Railjacks. We don't have long information, just short information. Lampblacks, the red sashes. Alright, so who are the Railjacks? The men and women who protect the electro trains of the Imperium from the savage spirits of the Deathlands have recently been making noises about forming a union. You know, the Railjacks are such an important group. You'd think they'd have a longer entry in this book, because they get mentioned a lot as an alternative to Whispers. But that just means we get to make it up. Cool. Not going to break anything by making up what the Railjacks are. Other than that limited amount of information. Okay, so that's a good starting place. So, number 21. Actually, what if instead of an armorer, it was something that I've already prepared? I've used this ship. That's the carriage that the characters have. What is this? Some kind of foundry? This is all Thief concept art from the Thief video game. That I found on the internet. All credit to the artists of the Thief video game. Oh, that's something at the docks. Cool. The docks would be a good place. Storage, it says. And I can't read that. It could be an armorer's storage at the docks. Couldn't it? I wonder what's making that smoke belch up. This would be a pretty cool location, I think, for a score. Okay, I like it. Oh, Izanaris. It says shipyard on the side, I think. Ah. SHIP. That could be a Y. Yeah, I think you're right. So in the city of Duskville, that doesn't necessarily have to be at the docks, but it's where it's where we've got the player's lair. I'm using the wrong key there. There we go. And welcome, Isidorus. I hope you're able to stay a while. Let's see. Duskville, the docks. I think I set some. I think I had a rumor from Crow's Foot recently. Yeah, Wayward Way and Crow's Foot. So the docks are certainly an interesting location because it's where the players have their cruise lair. Zyzanarus, not sure how long I am, but haven't been around for a while, so thought I'd pop in. Well, thanks for popping in, Zyzanarus. Nice to see you. And thanks for helping me figure out what it said on the side of that building. I think it does say shipyard. Or ship something. Cool. Alright. And of course that this page is all either Roll20 stuff, the clocks are from the Alexandrian, and the textures are from myfreetextures.com. So, cool stuff. This is kind of the landing page where the characters. This is where the characters kind of can do their score planning for various criminal activities. All right. Let's work on this rumor. So, Dravskelkallen, I like that name, owns an armory, storage facility. An armory, storage, building, facility, maybe just armory, storage. An armorer's storage in the docks. Lord Cavil Clermont. Might be a character who's telling us this information. Can prove it's a front for the Railjacks. Always got to think about, when you're writing a rumor, always got to think about who is telling this rumor and when and where. That's always of extra interest because rumors may or may not be entirely true. Lord Cavil Clermont can prove it's a front for the Railjacks. Alright, cool. That's a good start. Let's see. Let's see if we can come up with a twist. Because that's good. Oh, yes, I want to call it a turf tip. Because I want this to be a turf operation. Where would Lord Cavil Clermont be saying this? Is Lord Cavil Clermont saying this because he is, or she is, oh Lord, he is a member of the Path of Echoes, and is that cult the source of this turf tip? Might be. Lord Cavil Clermont muttering to the unholy echoes of a... This music is no longer pleasing me. Let's switch to something more inspiring for this moment. There we go. Muttering to the unholy echoes of a long dead relative. Says that his cousin, Dravskelkallen, says that his man, I'll think about what their relationship is. His cousin Dravskelkallen owns an armorer's storage in the docks. It's a front for the Railjacks, who process their take from what do the Railjacks do? The Railjacks protect the electro trains of the Imperium from the savage spirits of the Deathlands, have recently been making noises about forming a union. It's a front for the Railjacks, who process their take from browbeating local shopkeepers into paying for exorcisms. They'd have to have a good... Now I'm dropping things to make it tempting to the players. Izanerus, do you want suggestions? Of course I want suggestions, Izanerus. I'm coming up with rumors here. If anything strikes you, please mention it. They'd have to have a good storage. I want to say storage because I called it as armorer's storage. They'd have to have a good lockup for spirit sensitive. Let's put a dash in there. Spirit sensitive artifacts, considering who the Railjacks are and what they do. A secret meeting. A secret meeting might be a good time to hit them if anyone were interested. That's cool because it gets the players in the midst of a potential quarrel between Lord Cavil Claremont, Dravskelkallen, and the Railjacks. Let's... do we have any... That seems good. And the players are going to be especially interested in spirits, in a good lockup for spirit-sensitive artifacts. Since they have so many weird artifacts currently on the fritz. So that's cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Alright. Excellent. So, now that I've warmed up on a good rumor for my Blades in the Dark campaign, I'm going to switch gears and keep working on the roadside encounters list that I've been doing on these streams in my other campaign, in my D&D campaign. So let's see. Stand by as I pull up that other Roll20 campaign. Here it comes. All right. So, in the Wildlands campaign, which is a hex crawler game, so we need lots of reasons to explore and lots of things to happen while exploring. I have these positive road encounters. So these are rewards more than dangerous encounters, generally speaking. Because... Oh! Game Master's Vault and Grimslag. Both of you, welcome! And hola nerd to you too, Game Master's Vault. And you guys have... the two of you have come in, I think, just as I was finishing up a mysterious rumor. Wow, I am bad at counting. I made 21 after 22. And I am now switching gears to my positive road encounters as I'm heading toward 100. So, these are more of a reward than they are a deadly encounter, because these are things that happen when the players succeed on their travel checks. But that doesn't mean they can't be weird. So let's see what we've got. Number 30 was, a strange pile of objects attracts the party's attention by the side of the road. Finely crafted armor, weapons, backpack, bedroll, food, hat, socks, pants, shoes, magic underwear, undershirt, spectacles, coin purse, and I wrote the amount in the coin purse, a locket with a lady's silhouette, and a parchment with a strange diagram, all lie in a disorderly pile. There are no markings, labels, or other identifying information on these items. And now I'm going to use a new phone app that I have, because Kassoon was working for me, but just wanted to see if I got any ideas from that. Maybe I'll stick with Kassoon, though, so that you folks can join in. The magic underwear. Mormons must have been here. Well, I try not to speak against anyone's religion, Grimslag. Whatever they do is what they do, and that's cool too. Okay, so I'm not either. Glad to hear it, Grimslag. Glad to hear it. Saying glad and Grimslag in the same sentence is difficult. Let's see. A monastery is destroyed. Actually, you know what would be good to have? A bunch of random characters would nicely fill out this early portion of the road encounters. So a monk meeting the players might be interesting. What could a monk offer? A monk could offer a magic tattoo. A thin, wiry figure. by the side of the road, a thin, wiry figure stands atop a stony ridge, observing the party as they pass. If they greet him, the monk descends in a single impressive leap and introduces himself as, and now we need a monk name. Actually, we need a monastery name. Come, fantasy name generators. What have we got? Temple name generator. The Monastery of the Sanguine Garden. Ooh, creepy. Bald with a thick arrow tattoo on his head. I'm going to try not to make it too much like Avatar. I like the Sanguine Garden. Sounds like a bloody garden. And introduces himself as... and I'm using a Pathfinder book, the NPC Codex, to give me an idea for this character. The NPC Codex is pretty cool because it has all their stats, which I could convert to 5th edition rules if I wanted to. And it has all of these character concepts at various levels. There's sorcerers, rangers, paladins. Oh, a random paladin by the side of the road would be pretty cool too. Alright, here we go. A monk, a dwarf monk, a halfling monk, an elf monk, a human monk called Ryoto, Natessa, the Angel of Death, Tiarat, the Huntress, Branach Ulgrin, another dwarf monk, these are all so cool. A vigilant bodyguard. No name given for that one. I kind of like Branach Ulgrin. A dwarf who is an immovable object when he chooses to be. Branach Ulgrin. That's pretty cool. Formerly of the dwarf monk called Punchy Stonefist. Goes well with tattooing, also blood magic, etc., suggests Izanerus. That's true. It does go well with that. Formerly of the Monastery of the Sanguine Garden. Before it was destroyed. Now, he practices the ancient blood art of tattooing. The ancient art of blood tattooing, and indicates that it might not be forgotten from the face of this world. Tattoo glyphs. Yeah, now we need some magic tattoos. That would be pretty cool. I wonder if in our random generator we could get some inspiration. Tattoo parlor name generator. That's not going to give me any effects. Although these are pretty hilarious. This would be great for like a Shadowrun game or something cyberpunky. But for this monk, I'll figure that out in a minute. Now he practices the ancient art of blood tattooing. That was once developed by the lost monastery. That it might not be forgotten, might not be entirely forgotten from the face of this world. A thin, wiry figure stands atop a stony ridge, observing the party as they pass. If they greet him, the monk descends in a single impressive leap and introduces himself as Branach Ulgrin, formerly of the Monastery of the Sanguine Garden, before it was destroyed. Now, he practices the ancient art of blood tattooing that was once developed by the Lost Monastery, that it might not be entirely forgotten from the face of this world. Cool. He will tattoo the players if they wish. Now, should I have it cost money, or should he take trade in food, possibly? He will tattoo the players. He will tattoo the PCs, not the players themselves. Izanorus, maybe scar artistry instead of tattoos. Ooh. Instead of tattooing with blood as ink? I don't know. I like how weird that is. But thanks for the thought, Izanorus. Scar artistry seems more orcish to me. He will tattoo the PCs if they wish. And will grant if they wish. These markings are... Kersthinus says, all players have to make a save against hepatitis B. Yeah, this might have some consequences beyond the simple reward. Lodween, welcome! Perhaps he requires a pint of blood in exchange, only a portion of which he needs to create that tattoos. Ooh. Yeah. That's a good idea, Lodween. I think some blood and perhaps some coin as well. These markings are magical in nature, but will cost a pint of blood and parenthesis as ink among other things. Ominous. I like it. As well as 12 silver pieces. But will each cost the tattoos available R. Now let's see. What tattoos? I don't think tattoos... Isanarus. Maybe they have to choose whose blood from their party they would have to use, and they get some bonus depending on who can see who picks on whose blood. Ooh, creepy. Yeah, I guess they could use one another's blood, although that seems problematic, depending on blood type. I find myself needing a source of ideas for powers. Let's see what Kassoon. I don't think random fantasy name generators is going to help me. Power Rangers. Yeah, that's not really going to help. Let's see what we've got on Kassoon. I'd like to go get another book, possibly. Let's see what Kassoon has for magic items, and if anything inspirational comes out of that. Good old Kassoon.com. Grahamslag suggests, or Lanoween, or maybe the bonus is determined by the class of the donor. That's more interesting to give people a choice, because then they feel good about making a choice. It is a game, after all. And I think a good tabletop RPG is a push and pull between the players and the GM. Back and forth. Grimslag, perhaps he indicates he can use the blood in the future to summon the group to his location when he requires their assistance. Yeah, that's possible, Grimslag. The problem is that the party would never say no to that. So it's not really a cost, it's just a possible plot hook whenever I want to use it. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing, it's just kind of obvious. Grimslag, Karasina says, I had a character who made such a deal once and I randomly disappeared for a week onto the celestial plane. One of the other characters was my in-game husband and I had a lot of splaining to do. Yes, that was an exciting time, Karasina. Glacial Net. Anytime you deal cold damage, the amount of cold damage is increased by plus 1d8. That's pretty cool. Oh, the bearer gains a plus 1 bonus to intelligence history checks. Okay, so that's a good idea. These tattoos could give bonuses to various skills. And that feels monk-like. Yeah. Yeah, the tattoos are available are... and I need to determine what these blood tattoos... Xenos, make Woken bonus can be a passive detection of some sort. When they use it, that tattoo starts to bleed and I take some damage. Ooh. Maybe that's true of all the tattoos, Isanarus. Maybe that's true of all of them. You think that you only have to give blood once, but that's not the case. Oh, I like it. I like it. I like that Brannock Olgrin isn't totally... I like that this blood tattooing is possibly better forgotten, in a sense. Creepy. The tattoos available are... should I make them animal shapes? Other sigils? First thing that comes to mind is animal shapes. So, R, parenthesis, monkey. Monkey, parenthesis, +1 on acrobatics, comma. What are the other skills in this game? Acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics. Athletics would probably be a monk one. Halloween. Wait, the tattoos can be toggled, and the bonus is a particular stat that they receive points from the donor of the blood in the tattoo. Oh, man. Yeah, if you use somebody else's blood and you get a particular tattoo. Yeah, remind me of that one, Halloween, when I get to about here. Because that's going to be the last tattoo I write down. That's really good. So, yeah, Halloween and Isanarus, your brains are, giving me good... That's some good stuff. That's some good stuff right there. Juicy. I want to write that down, but I want to get these tattoo ideas out first. Okay, what animal is going to be associated with athletics? A strong animal. Ox? It's not necessarily athletic. I've already got monkey, so I don't really want to do gorilla. What else is a strong animal? Well, maybe I'll just say ox. Ox. Everyone knows oxen are strong. +1 athletics. Isanarus suggests original nature should be a stork. Great idea. Great idea, Isanarus. Athletics, deception, history, insight, intimidation, investigation, medicine. Oh man, they need help on investigation checks. Maybe I'll just put one in. What animal is good at intelligent? Foxes are known for their cunning. Owls are known for their wisdom. I like an owl tattoo. I like that idea. Probably fox. Meerkat for investigation. Why meerkat? Is there some joke there? Investigation. Stork, as Isanarus suggested. Is it Isanarus or something else? How do you pronounce your screen name? Stork, parenthesis, religion or nature? Religion. They're known for being good lookouts. Okay, meerkat it is. Either is fine. Okay. Yes, Halloween. I think I've actually asked Isanarus before. Or Isanarus. Okay. Stork religion, or what should it be? A heart tattoo that lets you share health if you use someone else's blood. A bat. I would certainly keep them all animal themed. I don't want all the Batman jokes, Isanarus. I don't want all the Batman jokes. Karasthina, thanks for that mental image. Timon figured out the exact right vantage point to watch Simba and Nala get it on. Right you are. Right you are. Kenny! Welcome, Kenny! Batman. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Or a leech. A leech tattoo? I don't know. It doesn't seem like it would look cool, although it's certainly thematic. I guess I'm going with heart until I think of something else. Use another person's blood can damage self. Ooh. With hit die. Can spend hit die to damage self and heal them. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes. That's great. That's great. Warthog could be immune to poison gas, just to double down on the Lion King references. Note. When triggered, the tattoo bleeds. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So these are going to be permanent bonuses, unless the bleeding becomes too much of a problem. And I think that they are mostly pretty reasonable. I forgot to bright +1. Thank you all for your suggestions. And thank you, Kassoon, for giving me some magic item, magical effect ideas there. Love you, Kassoon.com. Okay. Cool. That's a cool one. On to number 32. Yes, we are getting inspiration from plot hooks. I think. A collector, a family heirloom. Alright. What if there was a portrait? A really fancy portrait. Just abandoned. A portrait, a beautifully painted portrait with a gilded frame lies under an overhang a few yards off the path. Izanerus goes into a vampire den, activates tattoo, instantly detected. An excellent point, Izanerus. Lodoween, just as a side note, my dog is named Nala. Cool. Svardi. Welcome, Svardi. Here's that. The portrait of what? Mr. Gray. Indeed. A portrait of a person? I don't know yet. Grimslag. Portrait of the road they are on, with a shadowy figure in the distance. Ooh, that gives me the shivers. I like it. That wouldn't really be a portrait. That would be a painting. A portrait is, of a person, usually. Clearly showing them, instead of, photography. Izanerus, what about it's the portrait of whoever picks it up first? Oh, that's creepy, too. It slowly drains their stats over time. Well, Izanerus, I wouldn't want it to drain their stats, because these are positive road encounters. These are rewards. I don't want every item in this game. There's a lot of cursed items already, and probably going to be a lot more. And I don't want the players to feel like they just can't interact with any magic items in the game. Kenny suggests the Eastern Zodiac. Rat, +1 stealth, Ox +1 endurance. Intimidate, hide, escape artist, or acrobatics tumble. Oh, snake is escape artist or acrobatics tumble is good. I think I'll add that one in. Snake. Escape artist. Is escape artist the right term? There is no escape artist anymore. It's like acrobatics or something, which I've already got something for. But a snake for lying would be pretty fun. Deception. Or stealth. No, rat was stealth, right? +1 stealth. I like that. Thanks, Kenny. Horse +5 movement, sheep instant body hair. Ludoween. It takes the damage from a single hit on the character whose portrait it became. Oh, yeah, that's a great idea. A beautifully painted, and it's creepy, and then it's actually like a good thing. That's good. A beautifully painted portrait with a gilded frame lies under an overhang a few yards off the path. The painting is of an empty chair until someone picks it up. Then it shows a perfect portrait of them at that moment. Or portrait, you know. Portrait of them at that moment. The painting will absorb, will take the damage from the next hit that PC, that character, I'll just write PC, that PC takes instead of them, after which its magic is expended and the object is destroyed. And now, just to make things interesting, a clue about how it got here. Monkey is plus to pickpocket. Thank you for that, Karasthina. Ludoween says, if Max picks it up, it becomes a portrait. Thank you. Isiners, maybe if it would kill them, damage of a hit which would kill them. It bears the signature of the artist in red in the lower left corner. Bob Ross. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, these are fun. Ursula. I like that. Thank you, fantasynamegenerators.com. So if the players want to follow up and find out who Ursula is, they could. But there's no requirement to do so. That's a good one. I like number 32. I hope that gets rolled. Okay. Another idea. A god's weapon has fallen to earth, and now there's a race to obtain it. Okay. A god's weapon. I mean, I don't have a problem with just... I don't have a problem with, like, giving the players really powerful magic weapons and such. I just don't want it to feel like they just randomly found it on the side of the road. It should feel a little more meaningful. So, like, a map to that would be fun. I'll think about that. In need of food and shelter from the elements or enemies, the characters come to a ruined tower. The rules of the house, they know when to enter the tower with a rousing tale. They could find a book with a rousing tale. Outlaws all weaponry. Looking for ideas for roadside encounters. A guard. A guard would sure be interesting. A very, very lost town guard by the name of Piz. Or Paz. Or now. By the name of Piz, last name off, such as Sizenerus. Oh man. Grimslag says a god's toothpick from above. +5 toothpicking. It could also be used for lockpicking if the players figure that aspect out. Oh, that's kind of a neat idea, Grimslag. Like a super lockpick. I don't have a problem with that. That'd be interesting. A very, very lost town guard by the name of Piz stands in the middle of the road, looking to join up with some stronger folk until he can get home. What are his stats? I'm going to go to the NPC Codex from Pathfinder. Let's see. Murderous Halfling. All right. So, Halfling Fighter 4. Halfling Fighter level 4. Pretty strong, actually. Higher level than the party? Higher level than the current party. They're going to get stronger. Let's go with the superstitious, or the daring bravo, a gnome fighter. There we go. Gnome fighter. The toothpick is in the shape of a miner's pick because the god is pixie sized and it was actually a weapon since Halloween. Portrait idea, says Grimslag. Any damage taken by the player who picked up the portrait gets fully transferred to the portrait's bloody avatar until used up or dead. Yeah, that's kind of the idea, Grimslag, except it's, limited in its amount. Although I kind of like the idea that it's maybe take the damage that the PC takes instead of them up to how many points? Throw out a number, folks. Throw out some numbers. How much points damage should it be? Room Fighter 2. Good with a longbow. Okay. Longbow, Tanglefoot bag, Alchemist's fire, studded leather, or MWK, masterwork, buckler, masterwork, buckler, dagger, rapier. Masterwork isn't really a thing, but I'm writing it down anyway. What level are these PCs and what rules are you using? Okay, the first number that was written down is 12 for my Xanaris. So, let's say up to 2d12 rolled on pickup. This is a long sentence, but I know what it means. Okay. Piz is much too easy of a name. Piz, parenthesis, short for. Alright, let's go crazy. This is a gnomish name. So we're lucky there's a nickname at all. Come to me, my beautiful gnome names. Piz, short for this insanity. Short for Pizimibnak. Knock. A lot of winning that makes perfect sense. Stands. Pizimibnak. Stands in the middle of the road looking to join up with some stronger folk until they get home. Gnome Fighter 2, Masterwork Longbow. Tanglefoot bag, Alchemist fire, studded leather, Masterwork buckler, dagger, Masterwork rapier. Sounds good. Comes from where? I need to pick a town. We shall say one of the towns that I've already created. White Ridge. Sure, White Ridge is on my mind lately. Or the city of Westhead. Did I not put Westhead on here? Oh. Crap. I need to do that. A little bit of notes maintenance here. What was that? 1202, 02.12. Gotta write that down. the leader is corrupt. And the play, the traveling players are going to mock him. All right. Weshead, or is that just his gnomish accent? Maybe I'll make it Westhead. How did this town guard get so lost? I don't know. Alright, it's going to be Westhead now. Where are you? It comes from Westhead. Cool. All right. We'll move on for now. This music is no longer doing it for me. This'll gaze. Now we shall play... Oh, that's a tough Gaelic name. I'd need to practice that. Okay. It's by Kevin MacLeod. Alright, that was cool. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, wow. What if there was a demon by the side of the road? But not one looking to attack. Izanerus could be a beggar by the side of the road, disgusting in smells, but if they give him gold, they get some temporary boon or advice or blessing. We'll make him demonic. A tiefling. Tiefling beggar. Sits by the side of the road, too hungry and miserable to keep walking. Resting his feet. If helped, which I'm sure they will, he introduces himself as... I need a tiefling name now. Let's see. Come, fantasy name generators, to the rescue. Carillius. That's already good. Urachar. Cosmong. Or just happy. Or ashes. Huh. I kind of like that. Truth, faith, life. A tiefling named Faith. Oh, I like that for some reason. That's a female name. If helped, she introduces herself as Faith. Down on her luck, but determined to make her own way without using the powers that whispering demons seek to grant her. Aren't tieflings small? Maybe it gives them the pick. Oh, the gods pick? She gives the party a toothpick. Saying that it can be used to open the way when it seems to be shut. Counts as rolling a natural 20 on a lockpicking check. I don't know if they'll figure that out, but that is cool. I like that one. That's a cool little RP encounter. That's a good one. I like that one a lot. Not too involved. Definitely a reward. Doesn't have any ongoing obligation. But just a little random moment. Faith. And you never know. Faith might develop into a really, really important NPC somehow. Oh, her feet. Thank you, Ludoween. Maybe she's resting somebody else's feet. You don't know. Recently, a nearby town lost all contact with the outside world. The PCs go to investigate. They discover that an ogre is holding the town hostage and letting no one leave under any circumstance. Unless unreasonable demand is met, if the PCs sit on the surrounding woods, they can find the ogre's cave. Finding a warning for a monster is a complicated thing. Because it locks me in. So I don't want to do that. I'm not really coming with any ideas out of that one. Grimslag suggests positive road interaction. A hideous humanoid-sized red-horned demon, speaking in a tongue they don't understand. The demon is actually a cursed local merchant's rich wife. She is miming in a way that may look like spellcasting to the road party, but she is asking for a paper and writing instrument. Rewards if they remove her curse. How will they remove her curse, though? They're not high enough level to cast remove curse. Definitely an interesting plot hook. Possible reward. Isanera says, say her name. Well, that would require going into town, doing an investigation. It's a really cool plot hook, though. I like it a lot. Ludoween, she writes it on the paper. Oh. If they give her a paper. Duh. That's great. Oh, well done, chat. Yeah. She knows how to break her own curse. There you go. The hideous. I have it right there and I still spelled it wrong. The hideous, hunched figure of a demon. Crouches. Waves. Wildly at the party from a tumbled pile of rocks, comma, speaking in a black tongue, in a dark speech none of them can understand. It is actually a cursed local. It is actually a cursed woman. A cursed human woman who is married to a rich local merchant. As Ludwig wrote, she is miming in a way that may look like spellcasting to the party. It may look like spellcasting to the party, but she is actually asking for a paper and writing instrument. I'm sorry, it was Grimslag that wrote this down, and Ludwig that first suggested it be her name. I want to give the correct credit there. Normally we look at spellcasting the party, but she's actually asking for paper and writing instrument. She writes her name, which, if spoken aloud, polymorphs her back to her true self. Her name, parenthesis. I need a name. Yeah, Grim's like, what I'll do is I'll go like, she's going like this, you know, and I'll try to like make it like somewhere in between, writing and spellcasting, and that'll be the challenge for the party, for the players. Her name is Rumpelstiltskin. Her name could be unpronounceable, like any of these Irish names. Let's see. That's Edoin. I don't know. Oh man, that would be such a troll. Such a troll. Oh my god. I don't know. That's kind of that's kind of mean. It could be written in demonic too, says Isanaris. Yeah. Mr. Mitzelplicht, says Grimslag. Ludwig, oh, and if they mispronounce it, her husband appears next to her in the same cursed form. Pretty trolly, pretty trolly. Reward. Now, if these people are rich, they might deal in gold. $20 gold pieces to the one that gave or the writing instrument. That's cool. That's a cool one. The husband appears as a troll if they mispronounce the name. Tao Jun. The problem with the whole mispronouncing thing is not that it's necessarily just because it's a troll, but because not because it's trolling, but because the party won't know that it's because they mispronounced it. Unless she's like frantically writing and like trying to motion or like sound it out. If I know how to pronounce it, that could be a thing. She could like, it could like get worse and then fix it. That's kind of neat. Well, I'd probably know how to pronounce a French name. So we'll grab one of those. Ah! Justine Vasseur. Yeah. I think that'll be fun. I kind of like that, actually. Name is My Imagination. Funny, Isainerus. Karastina. Plot hook 1, Lion King tattoos. Plot hook 2, Shrek. Keep those 90s animated films coming, my dudes. Indeed, Karastina, indeed. Oh boy, this has been fun. It's already almost 9:40 here tonight. Oh man, I kind of want to keep going, but I should probably call it off for the night. As I'll be streaming again tomorrow night, hopefully. Streaming my Blades in the Dark campaign. Well, maybe at least one more. A lone traveling priest carrying a lit censer giving off an acrid smell comes down the road. A personal pilgrimage. If the Greers get him kindly and all quested anyway, they're given a minor buff of advantage on saving throws for 24 hours. If they are mean, given a minor curse of disadvantage. Well, this one's ready-made. I mean, that is a positive road encounter because unless they're just jerks. Thank you, Kassoon.com. I like that one already. I just need his name. Isainerus, perhaps he knocks into them. He refuses to slow... Nice suggestion, Isainerus. He refuses to slow down or get out of the way. Decrying potential affronts to his religion. That's good. That's good. What's his name going to be? Gregory Plouffe. Didier Nery. That's pretty good. An alarm. And I need a name for his order. Religion name. The Cult of the Crown. Chosen Ones of Zehuzim. I like Chosen. That his order once did generations prior. Chosen of, and I'll use a deity from this world, which is all the deities are calendar based. Months and gods. The chosen of the Seeker, of course. Perfect. This is getting long. And we're only in number 36. Chosen of the Noseless God, or chosen of Owa Tager Kayam. Cool. I think I want it to feed back into my pantheon here, though. Although the Seeker could be the Noseless God. Perhaps he seeks his nose. An acrid smell. Oh, is it Noseless God? Owa Tajer Kayam. I mispronounced the G. I don't get it, but that's okay. The Noseless Jawed. Alright. Okay. I'm starting to lose my steam here. So I think I'm good. So, this was a great one. Thank you all for joining me. I had a blast working on this stuff with you folks. If you can make it tomorrow night, I'll be streaming at around 8 p.m. Eastern Time the Blades in the Dark campaign called Rare Imports. And then hopefully on Sunday night, I'll be streaming this game, the Wildlands D&D game. If you can make it, it's always fun. If not, then I'll see you later some other time. Oh, what a jerk I am. Got it. Got it, Grimslag. In any case, yeah, that was fun. Made some progress on this table. Made another rumor. This is proving to be really fun. I hope that all of these get triggered. That would be really crazy, though. And, yeah. I'm gonna go eat a late dinner. So, good night, folks. Thanks for coming by. I really, really appreciate it. And until next time, Grimsex says, do the demon tomorrow. You mean you tell the players in chat because they gotta choose. But are you talking about
this demon?
Xander says thanks, was fun. Grimsex says thanks, Max. Well, thanks you guys, you folks. You make this way more fun. And have great suggestions. Oh my goodness. So yeah, Grumslag, tell the players to what score to pursue, and if they do it, then might use that demon voice. Ludwig, do you have a voice modifier button? Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Voice Mod Pro lately. It's been successfully creeping out the players in a way that is unique to a tabletop or unique to a digital tabletop. Can't really do it all that effectively in person. So it's a nice feature of playing online. All right, well, I could probably keep closing this out forever, but I gotta make myself leave sometime. So good night. Thank you so much for coming, and I hope to see you folks again soon.